my name's Katie Hillstead, and I am coming to you from my car. But I wanted to make a video and share my testimonial with you guys of Plexus. I have been taking Plexus for almost exactly 3 years, a little over 3 years now, which is crazy. But a little bit of background about me before I started using these products. So I have 5 kids, and at the time when I was introduced to Plexus, I had just had my last 2, which are twin boys, and they were probably about 7 or 8 months old at the time. And what was going on in my life is that I was utterly exhausted, completely addicted to sugar and soda. I felt like all day long I was just like thinking about what the next treat was going to be that I was going to have. I had a really hard time sleeping at night, which was really frustrating because my twins actually were really good sleepers. It was just me that couldn't fall asleep. So I would just lay there for hours, and my anxiety was through the roof. And I was kind of coming to terms with the fact that I was really struggling with postpartum depression. I think I had been struggling for a long time, but I just didn't want to recognize what it really was. But I had just hit this point where I needed to do something about it, that, you know, my family was suffering because of the funk and fog that I was in, and I just didn't want to live like that anymore. And so I finally decided that I would make an appointment with my doctor to get a prescription. I had been on antidepressants before for postpartum, but I had really been putting it off because, to be honest, I hated the side effects of the medication I had taken previously. And so, but I also felt like there was no other option. Like I had to do something, so I was willing to just deal with it. So I went and made my appointment, got my prescription, but I wasn't able to fill it that day. And ironically, my friend Christy Jex had reached out to me that same night, like no joke, and just told me, you know, she had been learning a lot about gut health and was thinking of me and thought it might be something I was interested in. So as I talked to her and learned more about it, I didn't know anything about gut health at that time. She had mentioned that it could really help with anxiety and depression. And so honestly, that's all I heard from her. I didn't even hear about the other benefits because that's what I needed so badly at the time. So I talked to my husband, and I really loved that they were plant-based, that it was a natural approach, which made me feel like I wouldn't be getting those nasty side effects if it worked. And also, I just felt safer about it. I liked that it got to the root of the issue, and it wasn't just slapping a Band-Aid on it. So I decided to give it a try, and to be honest, I saw some really quick changes, and everyone's body's different. That doesn't always happen, but within the first 2 weeks of taking it, I really felt like my anxiety and postpartum went away. I rarely struggled with it after that. My sugar cravings were so much more under control. I didn't even want soda anymore. Soda was more like a fun thing to do when I go out to eat, but it wasn't like something that I was thinking about all day long wanting. I had so much more energy throughout the day. I wasn't hitting that afternoon slump where you just want to crash on your couch. But the best part of all was my head would hit the pillow and I would fall asleep, and I would stay asleep. And then I'd wake up feeling so rested. And, you know, sometimes I think, because I've heard my own story so many times, that my testimonial is not something earth-shattering, but really, as a mom, to feel rested and to not feel anxiety and depression and to feel in control of my eating, I really felt like I got my life back. I felt like such a better mom. I felt happier all the time. I wanted to be with my family. I wasn't going and hiding in my room because of all the, dramatics in my mind that were going on. So, and then what was even greater is that I ended up losing some weight too. That took a little longer. These products are not a quick fix, but if you give it time and consistency, it's amazing what healing your gut can do for the rest of your body. I have always been really big into CrossFit and watching what I ate, but I had 10 pounds I just could not get off. And once I focused on my gut health and healed from the inside out, then that weight came off a few months later. So I cannot say enough good things about what Plexus has done for me. I've seen it help so many people. It blows my mind. But I will never not take these products because I feel so good on them. And what I really love is they're just literally vitamins and nutrients that are deficient in our diets. And so they're helping our bodies get everything they need and heal from the inside out and maintain that so that they can function properly. And that's what I feel like it's done for me. It's just allowed my body to function the way that God designed it to. So I love Plexus. That's my testimony.